Hello, it's Donna, and this is our fourth Friday Open Challenge, and the theme is Valentine's Day. The hosts are Sarah from JuJubee DIY and Lisa from Our Gray House. Please see the link to their channels below. The first DIY, you will need this galvanized heart from the Dollar Tree and the white foam hearts that came out during Valentine's Day at the Dollar Tree. Please buy 2 packages instead of 1. I made a mistake and only got 1 package, and 1 package will not fit inside that heart. As you can see, I made a boo-boo and was moving them around, and once you've hot glued them, they don't move around very well. So, poor planning on my part, sorry. This DIY did not quite turn out the way I wanted it to. And then I started recording in slow motion for some reason. But I did have these other hearts that I had also purchased from the Dollar Tree. They came in a 12-pack and they came out this year. There's 4 different colors. They have glitter on them. And there you get 3 per color. And then there were 2 different packages with color schemes. So there's another package with a different color scheme. And these are the ones I chose to do in the middle of this heart. I was trying to make another heart shape inside the heart, and it was kind of hard to do that. So in slow motion, you're going to see me hot glue these on in the middle to try to make another little heart. So I do apologize, this DIY didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to. I thought it was going to be very beautiful with those white roses in the middle through the entire thing, and I was going to put a bow or something in the middle of it, but it didn't quite work out that way. So I do apologize for that, but it is a very simple craft. And my mother liked it, and she said she thought it was pretty, so I'm going to give it to her for Valentine's Day. So after I completed that, I used 6 of those, or yeah, almost all of those. There was 12. I used 9 of them on the inside. Take some of this ribbon that you can find all the time at the Dollar Tree, and I hot glued it around the side of the heart, all the way around, to give it a little bit of dimension and just a little extra flair to it. I thought that looked really pretty, outlining the outside of that galvanized heart. And I did say this is all supplies from the Dollar Tree. And please forgive my Holly Vibe shirt and my old hot glue gun and my fingernails. Once I get crafting, everything gets everywhere. I'm not used to crafting at my house. So this is what that looks like when I'm done. And DIY number 2 also has everything from the Dollar Tree. So I use the little birdhouse. I love those little birdhouses. I love to decorate them from the Dollar Tree. This one has the heart in the middle, which you'll see in a minute. And this is the Waverly paint, and it is in ballet slipper. We're in slow-mo again. I do apologize. The next clip will not be in slow-mo. I thought this was a really pretty color. I want to thank my friend Donna for bringing out my supplies so that I could do this video, craft videos and crafts at the house. And hopefully my next one for Easter will get done ahead of time so we won't be rushed around and late. And yeah. So I'm going to paint the entire little house in the pink ballet slipper color. And then I will take this gingham ribbon that is pink and white that I also received from the Dollar Tree. Please forgive my legs. I do have on shorts. I didn't know that was going to be in the video. Apparently I needed to push my chair in a little bit closer, so we didn't get that part. I will tie a little ribbon around the perch in the front of that birdhouse. And just a little tie. And then I tie it around there twice just to kind of make sure it stays on there. And I always struggle with making the little tails on the end of the ribbon. If my friend Dina is watching this, she is laughing, which is okay because every time I struggle with, do the scissors go toward me, the blade of the scissors go toward me, or do they go away from me? Every time I try to make those little tails on the end. So you'll see me struggle with it. I don't know why I have a hard time remembering that. But I do want to mention that I have these Crafter Square detail scissors on the table. I love those. I have about 4 pair, and they're just great. I use them to cut just about anything and everything. They're really good to get in hard to find spaces or small spaces or whatever, but I love them. So finally, you will see me after I struggle get this correct. I know it's funny. I do want to mention that there is a playlist for this challenge with all of the other participants, and I will link that below in the comment section, as well as the link to the host channels. And so if you will go and check out their channels as well and watch the beautiful Valentine's creations that they made, I would really appreciate that. And finally, I will get this right, and you will see what it looks like when the bow is on there. At least it's not in slow-mo anymore. Okay, and then I will take these little wooden stickers that I got from the Dollar Tree. These are actually ones that I had last year. They are pink with glitter on them, but I did see some very similar come out this year. Also, they have some little, what they called ornaments that you could paint or that were already painted. Some of them were in the perfect round like this, and some of them were a little bit misshapen. But I'm going to take the hot glue and glue them all the way around. These do have a little pop-up on the back of them, and so they kind of pop up a little bit, gives it a little bit of dimension. And I just hot glued them because you don't want to put them on there with just the sticker. It's not probably not strong enough for this particular. I thought this would be really cute on a tier tray. You're going to see me put one of the pink hearts on the back as well, because if you have it on a tier tray and people walk by, at least it'll give them something to look at instead of just the back of it being pink. Or if you wanted to set it on your desk or your fireplace mantelpiece, you know, wherever you guys want to decorate to put this little house. But this is my DIY number 2. Very simple, easy for beginners. Most of my stuff is very simple and easy for beginners. That's what it looks like front and back and side. And then we will see DIY number 3 next after this. DIY number 3 is a heart from the Crafter Square section at the Dollar Tree. It's kind of long. You don't see me, but I will cut that jute twine that it is attached at the top. I will cut all of that off. And I will be using some ribbon from the Dollar Tree and some Crafter Square from the Crafter Square section. And then I have some more Waverly paint in this beautiful red crimson color. Thank you once again, Dana, for bringing me out the paint so that I could do these DIYs. And you'll see me paint it, but I won't bore you by painting the whole thing. And then I'll show you some ribbon in a minute. One of them is a pearl garland. I do not end up using the pearl garland. It was kind of an idea that I had at first, and I kind of chunked it and just went with the ribbon. I do have some ribbon from the Christmas collection this year, and also some ribbon from last year's Valentine's collection at the Crafter Square. But they did have some beautiful ribbon that came out this year as well at Crafter Square at the Dollar Tree. So I don't use the garland, but I do love that garland, this pearl, and maybe I'll try to use it in a different craft in the future. But I do use the one on the other side of the screen with the little hearts on it. And there's the red ribbon I used to go through the top of it to hang the ornament, because you could use this on a tier tray, or you can hang it on a Valentine's Day tree. So you'll see me tie a knot in the top. And it was a little bit of a challenge to get that ribbon through that little tiny hole, but like I said, I used those Crafter Square detail scissors. They're so tiny, the little blades, to help poke it through. So I don't show that on camera because it took me a while. We'll also be using more of those little wooden stickers from the Dollar Tree in the Crafter Square section that I received last year, that I purchased last year. But they did, like I said, have them again. And they also had some that were stickers that you had the little pop-up on the back, and they had some that were called ornaments that didn't have anything on them. So you could use either one of those. I took this ribbon and wrapped it around, and probably didn't wrap it around in the right place, or could have used a wider ribbon, because this ribbon kind of gapped on the side, and you'll see me struggling to get it tight enough. As you can see, there was a little gap there. But I thought it ended up turning out pretty good. So I take that large one that's not painted and hot glued it on top of the ribbon, and then I wanted to paint one of the smaller ones with that same crimson red Waverly paint. And then I will hot glue it on top of the larger heart that has not been painted. And okay. So sorry. For some reason, it always cuts off right here. Several times I've tried to do this, so it's been a struggle to get this done today. I apologize. I am very late posting this. And there's my little ornament. This is DIY number 3. Hopefully I'll do better for Easter and be able to do some of those ahead of time so that they look better. But this is what I came up with, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you will hit the thumbs up button, that you'll comment below, that you'll hit the like. And thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and I appreciate you. Thank you.